This is the Top 20% podcast, a show for ambitious sales professionals. This is episode 2. Let's get it started now. This is the Top 20% podcast, a show for ambitious sales professionals where you will learn actionable advice to help you become a top 20% revenue producer in your respective company. I'm your host, Ian Agard. I work as a SaaS sales professional as an account representative, and I created this podcast to document and share my sales career journey with other sales professionals. Now, if you're new to watching my show, basically with each episode, I always give you 2 promises. The first promise is that each episode will be 10 minutes or less. I respect your time. And number 2, that you will learn at least one actionable advice to immediately apply into your sales career that will produce a positive result for you. Let's get it started. So basically, today's episode number 2, is titled, Talk Less, Sell More. What that basically means is this. In sales, as salespeople, we're always eager to talk and to sell and to explain and to be passionate about our product and talk about the features and the knowledge. So we can always kind of show that we're experts, that we know what we're doing. And it's a great way to kind of say, hey, trust me, I know what I'm saying here. But I know my sales director at my current position gave me a really good advice. He says that in sales, when you're talking, you're selling. When you're listening and the prospect is talking, they're buying. And all people, you, myself, all consumers, all people want to buy. They don't want to be sold to, they want to buy. And, I knew this knowledge and I applied it on my job too, but nothing hit home more than last week. So I actually have a daughter. Her name is Abigail, and she's 2 years old. And my wife and I, we started an RESP account for her, which means that basically it's an account where you put money into this account, and over the years and she grows, it's good for her going off to school. And that's why university, and that's what it's set up for. So we went in the bank on last Saturday, and I sat down, and my whole goal was to go in there, take 5-10 minutes, cut the check, give it to the bank manager, whatever this guy was, the financial advisor, put the money in my account, and walk out the door. While we were there, the guy starts talking about, so hey, what's your plans for investing the money and stuff like that? We have some plans. My wife and I have some plans on how to put this money into the account. But right now, some time and place for it. We wanted to put the money in the account and go at home. And we'll make the decision as far as how we're going to invest the money later on. He goes, well, you know what? If you have us a couple minutes, I want to explain to you basically about, this is the guy in the bank, talking about what kind of portfolios you put it in. He busts up this chart. This is rambling on and talking, basically trying to sell us on what plans we should invest the money in. And as he's talking, I'm sitting there saying to myself, wow, this guy's kind of sell us on these funds. I go, and I'm starting to tune out. I'm getting kind of irritated because I'm a salesperson. I know how it is, man. But it was a good eye-opener because I was mad because the guy was really just going on and on and on, not really wanting to know, like, hey, man, if you listen clearly, what it is that we want to invest this money now. I want to go home. We'll deal with this another day. I say all this to say is that I really truly understood now what it meant by when a sales rep is talking, they're selling. And it's not good. I don't like to be sold to. You should really don't like to. And I tell you, that was an amazing eye-opener. So after that, I really took to heart the importance of listening. And you might know this already, but I want to share with you a quick kind of tip that you can add to your sales acumen, your sales skills that you can apply to your job when you go out there and interact with your customers and prospective customers. So the key thing is asking the right questions. Now, that's one step to it. But also, when you ask the right questions, do you really listen? Now, I don't know those who are out there. You could be an inside sales rep. You could be outside sales rep. You could be a car sales, whatever it may be. But whatever situation you're in, when you ask the question to your prospective customer, truly listen to what they're saying. I like the saying, listen to understand. Don't just listen to respond. Listen to understand. And once the prospect has answered your question in some shape or form, I want you to wait at least 3 beats before you answer them. So it could be something like this. So, Jim, tell me, why exactly have you come here to look at this product? Well, blah, 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 blah. It's this, not the other, and I want you to have a chance to get a new product because our old product's kind of buggy and twitchy and stuff like that. That's why we're here for today. And you say, okay, great, I understand that. Now tell me more about that. The reason I suggest you make those 3-second pause is because a lot of times, 2 things happen. 2, when we pause, it also allows our prospective customer to know they get a sense that, hey, we're really listening. We're internalizing, we're processing what they just said. We're not just jumping right away, jumping in to respond. Number 2, a lot of times, your prospect might have more things to say. So if you give them that 3 or 4 seconds to a break, a pause, they might divulge more information. So just jumping in there. So that's it. Like I said, I think the best mantra is this: talk less, sell more. Like one of my managers always said, nobody listens to themselves out of a deal, but a lot of people talk themselves out of a deal. That's it. I'm going to get out of here. We're almost at the 10-minute mark. This is Ian Agard, your host of the Top 20% SaaS Sales Podcast, a show for ambitious SaaS sales professionals. I just want to say that coming up soon, October 31st, I'm dropping my first book. It's coming out soon. I'm excited. I'm still in the process of writing it, but it should be coming on October 31st. But you'll learn more about this as the months go on. All right, I'm out. Have yourself a blessed day. And remember, talk less, sell more.